Hi everyone, I'm Fiona Forbes. Lincoln Gold Mining is a recently restructured junior gold company that is working towards bringing a gold mine in Nevada into production. The company trades on the TSXV under the symbol LMG, and I'm joined now by Paul Saxton, president and founder, and also Dean Nawada, business and corporate finance consultant for Lincoln. Dean, I'll start with you because I've talked to you about a bunch of projects. What brought you on board this project specifically?
Well, Fiona, there are three main things that I look at in a mining project, especially one that's near-term production. It's simply people, project, and corporate structure. Now, of course, with people, we've got Paul Saxton here, and I'll let him fill in all the people that are working on this project, the engineers and some of the founders. But I will sort of start it out by saying that Paul, under Adolphe Landin in the past, has built the American Boy or American Girl.
Both, yeah.
Both of those in California, as well as vice president of Viceroy. That was Castle Mountain.
That's
that
correct.
you guys built.
And Brewery Creek. Don't forget Brewery Creek.
Brewery Creek, yeah, and that was with Ron Nedlinski, right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's correct.
So, bottom line is there are actual mine builders within this company.
And Paul, tell us a little bit more about who else is on board the project.
Well, we've got a whole host of people that have been with us for years, including Henry Evanchuk, who was involved in BC for years, and a number of the different projects here, including the Mount Poly, Red Chris. Ron Nedlinski, of course, we just mentioned, and Ron and I worked together at Viceroy, but also up on the Yukon.
You ended up being president of that company, right?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 1996.
Yeah.
And then people like Chan Buckland, who was Boulder Capital at the time, and has been a big supporter over the years. I might add too, though, that with the Pine Grove is a open pit heap leach type of operation, and I should emphasize that it's well located in Nevada with near infrastructure, and from our standpoint, we've got really good people working with us. Stantec engineering group that's putting the EIS together and has been approved by the U.S. Forest Service, who is the lead agency that we're working with. And people and companies like Kappas Cassidy and others that know the business inside and out, and we're pleased to have those people with us, right?
Excellent stuff. And Dean, off the top, I mentioned that there's been some restructuring. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit on that.
Sure. So Pine Grove itself, the project consists of two open pit gold deposits and a 43-101 PEA done on it, and is currently at the final stage of permitting in Nevada. So on the back of that, just recently, the company has completed a complete restructuring with all the same projects, binding agreements in place to bring the project to 100%, and as well, we rolled the stock back, so there are only 8 million shares outstanding. Although we just closed a $640,000 financing, so we're at about 14 million shares now. But essentially, we've started right from square one, but with a clear vision to look towards production and construction in the near term.
So Paul, what's next?
Next is permitting. We've got a job ahead of us to get the permits in place. We already have our mine plan of operations effectively approved by the U.S. Forest Service, and we've got a couple of reports to go in on that. And then Stantec is going to start full throws on on putting together our EIS, Environmental Impact Statement, and that's going to take us probably about a year to complete. And then hopefully we'll be working away within that time frame for our engineering and our plan for full construction and into production.
Excellent stuff. And I understand there's an interesting comparable nearby as well.
Sure. It's an interesting case. There's a deposit, literally 1 hour drive from the Pine Grove project in Nevada. It's called the Isabella Pearl. And that company, just last year, 2018, they spent 10 months and about $30 million, from what we understand, building the mine. They poured the first bar of gold, I believe, early this year. And I saw in October, so just last month, that they announced that they're in commercial production. So literally with Lincoln Gold, we're only about 2 years behind them. Again, probably another year or so, I think the U.S. Forest Service indicates, to complete permitting. And if we can do the same thing that these guys did, 10 months for construction. So.
One thing I want to say is that when we built the Castle Mountain, it took us about 12 months to build. That was a far larger operation, and it was open pit heap leach as well, and that worked out within the time frame that we thought.
Yeah, and incidentally, then Isabella Pearl actually is in a public company, GORO. It trades on the NYSE Amex American Exchange, the old Amex Exchange. At current prices, it's trading at some over $300 million market cap, US dollars. Having said that, they've got 2 projects in there, including the one in Nevada. The other one is in Mexico.
That's correct.
But it certainly looks like they're really bringing the Nevada gold and turning more towards gold than gold and silver zinc, which is their Mexican project.
Excellent stuff. Well, thank you so much for joining us, gentlemen. If you want to find out more information, you can go to lincolnmining.com.
Thanks, Fiona.
Thank you.